expected to be out for a week or two with the groin injury. She had a lot of Newcastle as well. So long ball towards the left-hand side, and the flick came from Gakpo instead of Dalot. So a throw for Manchester United to take. About midway inside their half on the right-hand side. So Diogo Dalot, again, probably go for the short option. Maguire, that's exactly what he does. Dalot on the ball once more. Dalot back for Lamens. Square of heaven. Looks to pick out Shaw, just about picked up by Shaw there. In fact, Shaw can shoulder, but already gone out of play. It's a sloppy pass, I must say, from Ain Heaven there, although he's been fantastic since being the Manchester United side. Heaven now, Manchester United press from the front for Liverpool throw. Granberg has to go back to Woodman. Woodman out towards the left-hand side, controlled though from Burmo. And Burmo now looks to thread it through, but cleared away from Van Dijk, only as far as Cunha in the D. Van Dijk clears again. Header for Casemiro, and Burmo, lovely touch, right-footed. Inside right, he's close to the penalty area. And Burmo, in-swing cross towards Šeško. Šeško can't get the touch to test Woodman. And it'll be a goal kick, but Manchester United have started well there. Poor ball from Woodman, easily controlled for Brian and Burmo, about 35 yards out. The Burmo's pass took a deflection off McAllister. Van Dijk miscleared it initially, and Cunha's pass cleared from Van Dijk again. Yeah, it's headed forward to Casemiro, and Burmo controlled. The tease and cross towards Benjamin Šeško. Got up in between Jones and Konate, just couldn't get that flick though. Yeah, Michael Carrick's only 4 minutes played, but he'll be pleased that his side have got themselves into a couple of good positions already. Man United to win the ball back just front halfway. And Burmo's pass through the legs of Wirtz. Casemiro tackle from Soboslai, and now Wirtz brings it over halfway. In fact, it's a handball against Florian Wirtz, and it did bounce up off his right hand. Good spot there by the referee. It's a free kick from Maguire to take a couple yards ahead of the halfway line on the inside right. So Maguire, will he just go a simple pass back into the feet of Kobbie Mainoo? That's exactly what he does do. Mainoo to Maguire again. Maguire brings it back into Liverpool territory. Maguire midway inside the Liverpool half now, forwards for Dalot. Few step overs on the outside of Robertson to Burmo, and Burmo's low cross cleared away at the near post for Konate. And Šeško venomously appealed for a corner kick. I think he definitely has got it. Dalot played it on the outside of Robertson, and Burmo flashed the low cross in first time. Did that come off? That came off Konate last. It came off Benjamin Šeško first, and it did come off Konate last. So correct decision from the officials to award Manchester United a corner kick. Yeah, the Red Devils have started very, very sprightly here at Old Trafford. You know, with 5.5 minutes. Brian Burmo to deliver from the right hand side of Burmo's corner, headed away at near post from Robertson. Strike for Cunha, blocked, falls to Cunha again. Ball strike it in! A deserved lead for Manchester United. Matheus Cunha back into the side. Slides in front of Manchester United fans, does his surfing celebration. And as I said, a deserved lead for Manchester United in the first 6 minutes. Matheus Cunha really cleverly hitting the shot into the ground. I think he meant that one. Liverpool just didn't deal with that corner at all. And his slot and his staff unhappy about something. I'm not sure what. I think they'd just be very unhappy with their own team there. So Burmo's corner in, easy head away for Robertson. Cunha inside the D, first shot blocked. And Cunha shot into the ground. I don't think Woodman's sight was obstructed by Šeško or Shaw, who may have been standing offside. Yeah, it was a block from Granberg for Cunha's first strike, then Cunha hit the ball down to the ground. It did take the flex off McAllister, and that's what wrong-footed Woodman, but it was still a clever idea though for Cunha to create that awkward situation by hitting that shot to the ground. It may have just bowled up off the backside of Alexis McAllister. Freddie Woodman, who's been brilliant recently, had zero chance with that one. And Manchester United come out the blocks quickly, and they have got their reward. Matheus Cunha with his 9th Premier League goal of the campaign. What a signing he's been. Can Liverpool immediately respond? Robertson to Soboslai, and now Frimpong, right side of the box, lifts across it towards Gakpo, heads it down, it's wide. Oh, what a chance. That was A great opportunity to respond in a flash. Robson swept it to Soboslai. Frimpong right to the penalty area. I think Gakpo may have been off anyway. So he should be hitting the target with that header in the 6-yard box as well. It was a good delivery for Jamie Frimpong, but that'll be some encouragement for Arne Slot. Liverpool got right back on the horse and looked to respond immediately. So far this match, obviously, that being offside, it won't count as a legal shot, so Liverpool still 0 shots their name. Manchester United dominate the game in these early stages. Having all the territory so far. Van Dijk heads out for throw from Maguire's ball bent down the right hand side. Dalot to take the throw halfway in his own half. As Casemiro and Dalot link up from the throat. McAllister tried to nick off Casemiro. He quickly passed the back from Maguire. Casemiro again being pressed and Gakpo. But yeah, nice and calm. Casemiro back to say Lamens. Lamens pass deflects off Heaven. Just roll to Shaw. Heaven and Shaw combine. Shaw's pass blocked from Frimpong. Ball still in play. Frimpong gets around Shaw. Shaw makes the tackle. Heaven's clearance blocked from Soboslai. And that will be a throw for Manchester United. That was good pressure there. Jeremy Frimpong and Dominic Soboslai. So throw here for Luke Shaw to take. Deep inside his own half and now taken. Flicked on by the goal scorer Cunha. Headed back to some McAllister. Now nodded for Konate. Again flicked on. Into defeated Gakpo by Graham Burke. Tackle made from Kobbie Mainoo. Maguire 50-50 against Soboslai, wins it. Pokes it only as far as Graham Burke. He's faced away from goal. Just over 30 yards from the target. Jones drifting in. McAllister now first time square pass to Graham Burke. So Liverpool getting a foothold in this game now. 9.5 minutes gone. Manchester United 1, Liverpool 0. Cunha with the goal a few minutes ago. Jones just behind it for Konate. Now in the centre circle with the skipper Van Dijk. Square to Robertson. Liverpool just behind halfway. Van Dijk in possession once more. It's gone square to Konate. Here's Jones. Jones now picks up McAllister. First time to Soboslai down the inside right, but a space here for the Hungarian. Soboslai now a chance of Graham Burke to put low ball in. It's a real tame one though. Comfortably cleared left-footed from Nain Heaven. At the moment, Manchester United just pinned back. Jones to McAllister in the centre circle. McAllister now. Two's left to Van Dijk. Van Dijk turns and goes back to McAllister. Liverpool back in the centre circle. McAllister square to Jones. Jones again down that inside right channel. Dominic Soboslai on the chase. Heaven gets his body across on the byline. Great strength there for Heaven, making sure he got himself in between Soboslai and the ball. Let's get Manchester United a goal kick. Bournemouth by the way 3-0 up now against Crystal Palace. Ryan with the goals, having a fine season for the Cherries, so that'll definitely mean that Liverpool can't get Champions League football today. If there was turning around here at Old Trafford, but Manchester United doing their job at the moment to secure a top 5 finish. They lead by a goal to 0. Heaven to Cunha. Cunha midway inside his half, holds off Jones, now creates that bit of space to square it to Dalot. Dalot is past deflects over halfway, off of Gakpo. Robertson past to Woodman. Woodman clears out of his area. Yeah, it's a flick backwards and Cunha drops for Dalot. Nice calm touch to Maguire. Dalot again, first time pass to Mainoo. Here's Maguire. And Manchester United playing it across the back. Heaven. Soboslai leading the press. Lamens first time to Maguire. Maguire right footed. Casemiro, another first time pass to Mainoo midfield. Now Mainoo dispossessing Soboslai was the referee. Referee thought that was a foul there from Soboslai and Mainoo. So it will be a free kick and Mainoo, well, it was a clear shove, good spot from the referee. But Soboslai got a toe in on the ball, but yeah, clear shove in the back of Kobbie Mainoo. Signed that new contract now up until 2031. Absolutely loved by the Manchester United fans. It is a real mystery, right, what Ruben Amorim didn't see in him. Casemiro, free kick tap to Mainoo. Manchester United in the centre circle. 12 minutes played at Old Trafford. And the Red Devils lead Liverpool by a goal to 0. Mainoo on the ball again. It's square to Heaven, just behind halfway. Heaven, short left footed pass, almost intercepted. Shaw gets a toe on it. Mainoo now, his pass cut out from his pass almost cut out, but drops here from Maguire. Maguire past the balls halfway, cleared from Graham Burke, right footed. Liverpool 35 yards from goal, inside left for Gakpo. It's Robertson up against Dalot. Dalot makes the standing tackle, and Bomo then takes it out of touch. And it will be a throw Will Liverpool take? Robertson, halfway in Manchester United territory. And now here comes Granberg, weaving his way through midfield. Florian Wirtz, 23 yards and goal. Granberg again, little touch to Soboslai. And now Frimpong, right side of penalty area, cuts it back for Soboslai. He has a toe on it to give it to Jones. Liverpool moving backwards, Canate. A light pass forward to Van Dijk. Liverpool inside left with McAllister. Robson backwards to McAllister. Liverpool still midfield now with Wirtz on the inside left. Van Dijk just ahead of halfway. Again to McAllister. Liverpool enjoying some possession. And McAllister looks to find Gakpo. Cut out from Mainu. Fernandes first time behind him to Casemiro. Now Manchester United just behind halfway with Brian and Burmo. Gets away from Robertson. Send it down the near side to Fernandes. Fernandes looks in the middle. On a play for Šeško. Šeško's tap towards goal. Safe from Woodman. Cunha. Left side the box. And now it's cut back here for Shaw. Shaw's delivery towards the back stick. Fernandes across the racing goal. Cuts off for Šeško and goes in. It's 2-0 to Manchester United. A bit of fortune for Benjamin Šeško, but he won't get one bit. And Manchester United are absolutely flying this afternoon. Not even a quarter an hour played. And they are 2 goals to the good. Benjamin Šeško, who is really coming into his own in the red of Manchester United. Should have buried the first opportunity in mind when Fernandes put it on a plate for him. So all started and Burmo got away from Robertson, played it down the right on the outside of Van Dijk, who's in no man's land by the way. Cross of Fernandes, Šeško got a toe end onto it. It was safe from Woodman. The pressure was still live though. Cunha was left side of the box, cut it back for Shaw, who was just in the area. Fernandes headed it back across the face of goal, and Woodman, it was an unfortunate moment for Freddie Woodman. He had to stretch all the way to get a fingertip onto Bruno Fernandes' header across the face of the 6-yard box, but Woodman could only tip it onto the midriff of Benjamin Šeško. It just bounced off him into the back of the net. And yes, there's plenty of time left for Liverpool to recover. But my word, this is going to be mentally tough for them. What's happened to Arne Slot's side at the start of this match? Again, Freddie Woodman wondering where his defence was to either win ahead against Fernandes or be there to stop Šeško getting a touch on that first chance. It was just such poor defence for Liverpool. Arne Slot just went down to his knees in disbelief how poor that Liverpool defending was, but yeah, Bruno Fernandes just so involved again. Oh, what a start for Manchester United here. Although VAR are going to have a look at it. That may, now I'll tell you what, I didn't spot that the first time looking at it. It wasn't too obvious though. It might have come off the hand of Benjamin Šeško. I think there's going to be a reprieve for Liverpool here. Sort of brushed. It wasn't clear and obvious looking at it. Like first couple of times it came off his hand, but it may have just brushed off his left hand into the back of the net. Yeah, Woodman hit it off his midriff and it bounced off his left hand. There was minimal contact, but there's contact of his hand then. We'll see. We'll take that as a handball, and I think this is going to be ruled out. It's been given. It has been given. I really thought they were going to rule that out. And actually, I think that is the right decision because it was so minimal. It wasn't really clear and obvious either. So, for me, I think that is the correct decision there. And it is 2-0 to Manchester United. We are back on the way now. Woodman into the feet of Jones. Jones on the real pressure. Jones now plays it forwards. A light touch there from Wirtz. Now Robertson's over halfway down the left. Still Andy Robertson. Wirtz calling for it. And he's attacking third. Wirtz wide left. Gets the cross and headed away from Maguire. Robertson just lets it go back a few yards. Inside left channel. Van Dijk to Andy Robertson. Van Dijk again. Liverpool just over 35 yards in goal. They're in the middle here with Granberg. In central midfield. Granberg now. Still right in the middle of the Man United half. Backwards to Canate, right-sided centre-back. Now Jones looks to play it in behind. It deflects off Cunha. And Frimpong lets it roll out for a throw. For Liverpool to take on the far side, level with the penalty area. Arne Slot obviously not looking a very happy man at the moment. 18 minutes in, side already 2 goals down at Old Trafford. Jones throw. Burts returns it to Jones. Jones is looking backwards here. Just go for the short forward option on the right side of Frimpong. Frimpong goes down, but just good strength from Shaw, still in play. It's Heaven to Fernandes. Fernandes gives it away. Now Van Dijk. Here is McAllister. Graham Burke, his pass blocked for Casemiro. Turn from Šeško. In his half, still Šeško. Šeško doing brilliantly to come away with it. Šeško now, excellent hold-up play, eventually tackled from Szoboszlai. Now Liverpool just beyond halfway with McAllister. Burt's pass can't reach a teammate. Shaw's clearance, control from Cunha. Cunha goes down to the ground, no foul on him. Burt's now pokes it to Frimpong, back in field to Wirtz. Now Wirtz about 4 or 5 yards behind him to Jones. Reaches a centre spot with Canate. Canate now. A right-footed pass about 4 yards in front of him to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai lays it in midfield to Granberg. Now Granberg wants it back. Off for Jones. Granberg to Van Dijk. Just over 30 yards from the target. Plays it to his partner Canate. Now Granberg joins in. Liverpool building slowly on the right-hand side. They're about midway into Manchester United's half. Jones, a couple of little touches on the ball in field to McAllister. Again, Granberg inside right. Liverpool now 35 yards and goals for Canate by the centre circle. Moves away from Fernandes. Moves it wide right to Frimpong. Liverpool now about to enter the attacking third, then go backwards to Canate. Here's Curtis Jones again, a short forward pass on the right flank to Frimpong. Wirtz, now Frimpong making running behind, but it's cut out from Shaw. And now Heaven to Shaw. Look to Mainu, passed too far away from Kobbie Mainu. Throw for Jones to take quickly. Szoboszlai now, Liverpool having a feel for the ball, but Manchester United comfortable in their shape. 20 minutes in, they lead by 2 goals to 0. Cunha and Šeško. 2 summer signings, but the goals come and Burmo make it the trio of those attacking summer signings. We'll wait and see. The score sheets there. McAllister, square for Canate. Again, it's Canate on the halfway line. Now into the centre circle. And a short pass to Van Dijk. Szoboszlai turns. Still Dominic Szoboszlai down the left-hand side, getting his groove on now to Ruga Palper on from Szoboszlai, then out to the left-hand side to Gakpo. Just behind him for Robertson. Van Dijk square through the centre circle to Canate. Jones plays that in between Šeško and Cunha. To Cunha's opposite number, McAllister, a fellow South American. Cross drilled in for the right from Jones, deflects in the middle, cleared only as far as Granberg. Good spell this for Liverpool. Frimpong now on his outside. It's a chance for Wirtz to put a low cross in, cleared from Maguire. Frimpong beats the punch in the penalty area for Cunha. Manchester United carry on. Kobbie Mainu to Fernandes. Over top to Šeško. Making the run down left. He'll beat Canate to it. He's by the corner flag. Šeško lost his balance. Good strength for Canate. And it will be a goal kick to Liverpool. Šeško absolutely exhausted there. I think Bruno Fernandes saying to the referee that Canate pushed Šeško there. Manchester United should have a free kick. Actually, yeah, there was a needless arm for Canate into the back of Šeško. And Šeško went into the advertising hall and has also clattered into a microphone as well. There's no real need for Ibrahima Canate to be that aggressive. I understand it's been an awful start for Liverpool this match, but he's a bit overly aggressive there on Canate. So it's a goal kick for Woodman to take. Still Bournemouth 3, Crystal Palace 0 into the 93rd minute there. So Bournemouth strolling to 3 points to put themselves into the top 6 of the Premier League. So Van Dijk starts off the goal kick. Now it's a long ball from Woodman. Head opposite the air for Gakpo. Good shot, chested down from Wirtz. Comes off the knee of Gakpo. Now poked over halfway from Burmo to Fernandes. Back on halfway to Casemiro over the top. Can't set away in Burmo though. Back to Freddie Woodman. Of course, speaking of Bournemouth, Andoni Iraola being mentioned as a front runner for Manchester United job, along with Michael Carrick, of course, this week. I think the Manchester United fans would probably prefer Carrick. They respect what Iraola's done, but that feeling, that sentimental feeling, having Michael Carrick along with the job he's done, and of course 2-0 at the moment, that's going to strengthen his position further. Win over Liverpool. Grant Burke on the inside right, trying to get into the box. Good tackle there from Heaven. Now Mainoo's there, Taupau. Just behind him for sure. Kobbie Mainoo again in field. Now Casemiro makes himself available. It's a little pass behind into Heaven. Heaven wrong foot. The incoming Szoboszlai now. Casemiro towards the centre circle and Burmo sliding towards the ball, but Van Dijk takes care of it. Now Van Dijk coming forwards. Picks out Gakpo. Gakpo going backwards here on the left-hand side. Now turns his body shape to go forwards. Uses Wirtz in the centre. Foying Wirtz now square to Grant Burke. Liverpool getting closer to the penalty area. Frimpong to Szoboszlai. Backwards to Konate. 30 yards and goal. McAllister on the half turn. That number 10 position. And now Gakpo goes a shot! Just wide. That wasn't far off at all from Cody Gakpo. Great whip on that. Konate found McAllister on the turn. Gakpo picked up a nice pocket space and he just wrapped his right foot around the ball from the deep, trying to whip it into Saint Lamens' bottom left corner. Failed to do that, but it wasn't far off. That's all from Cody Gakpo. That was better from Liverpool. Best bit of football they have put together so far. Short goal kick from Lamens to Maguire. Maguire now direct, and Burmo's on the chase, but just a deft flick there from Van Dijk. Now Woodman with the overarm throw to Curtis Jones. So Jones coming towards halfway into the Manchester United half, stops the ball right-footed. Down line for Szoboszlai. Good tackle there for Kobbie Mainoo. Evan. It's a short pass to Maguire in the 6-yard box with Saint Lamens, right-footed, searching towards the centre circle. Good battles in Šeško. Konate sails over both their heads. It's good enough defender for Konate. Now time for Van Dijk just to stroke it to Jones. Grant Burke asking for it, receives it. First time to turn it back to Jones. Now Konate. Konate right-footed to McAllister. Liverpool close to the centre circle. McAllister. Liverpool in their own half. A moment still. Konate to Jones. That's all the way back to Woodman, just inside his area. Pass in the centre. McAllister, a bit of room on the ball now. Plays it to the right hand side to Jones. Pass a few yards ahead of him to Konate. Now Jones surges over halfway. Curtis Jones tackle now. Ball to Szoboszlai, and that tackle on Jones will be pulled back. It was made by Casemiro. And he's been given a warning by the referee, Darren England. It was a definite late one there. Casemiro on Jones, out of doubt. So I'd say it's a heavy warning there for Casemiro. Van Dijk takes the free kick from the centre circle. Just under 20 minutes left of this first half at Old Trafford. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 0. Grant Burke holding off Cunha. Back to Jones. Liverpool just in front halfway. Now in the centre circle. It's around the centre spot now with Konate. Into Gakpo's dropping deep. Now Wirtz inside left to return to Gakpo. Gakpo now poses it to Szoboszlai. Good tackle one there from short. And now Mainoo gets away from McAllister. Here's Cunha. Cunha just over 10 yards behind halfway. Manchester United number 10 goes short to Kobbie Mainoo. Casemiro picks out a lovely pass to Diogo Dalot. Now Dalot's in space. Here come Manchester United. They're through the middle with Dalot. Now on his outside to Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo's cross. Oh, it's a hammer hit from Fernandes just wide. He didn't have held that one inside the penalty area. Woodman left rooted to the spot. He was relieved to see that one flash wide of his left-hand post, but a surging attack from Manchester United. It was Dalot inside right. He went on his outside to Brian Mbeumo. He was on the line of the penalty area, clipped in a low cross. Fernandes, low, powerful hit, right-footed, just wide. Liverpool plays short goal kick, then go long down the right-hand side. Chest it down from Frimpong. It's played over halfway from Szoboszlai now. Wirtz, dispossession, Casemiro. Kobbie Mainoo to Aiden Heaven. Heaven left-footed. Maguire midway inside of Man United half. Lobby dummy there from Mainoo, but now picked up from Liverpool halfway. First time it's the feet of Wirtz from Jones. Now it's left for Jones. Wirtz, just by the centre circle, prodded to McAllister. Liverpool now playing it through the centre. Gakpo, 30 yards from the target. Now to Wirtz, inside left, cuts into the box. Wirtz, finesses the shot wide. That was good play there from Liverpool. They're getting in some better positions now. Gakpo had that shot wide not too long ago. And now just Florian Wirtz getting into a good position. Tried to pass it right-footed into the bottom corner. Lamens' full stretch, but off target in the end for Florian Wirtz. But there's some more moments of encouragement for Arne Slot. Obviously, generally in this match, you will not be feeling pleased at all. The awful open quarter hour they had. So goal kick started off from Heaven, now gives it to Lamens. Menu to Lamens again in the 6-yard box. Left-footed, now Maguire, one touch to take it out to the penalty area. Forwards on the inside right for Fernandes, midway in the Man United half. Turns past it, it's blocked from Gakpo, now Casemiro on the ball, it's on halfway Dalot. First time right foot pass back for Heaven. Heaven has time now. Touching Cunha, Heaven and Cunha combine again, lovely turn there for Cunha. And now Cunha, he's eventually tackled from Jones. It was a great turn for Cunha against Frimpong. Back heel from Jones to McAllister. McAllister, just make sure he has space. Gives it to Konate in the centre circle, Gravenberch. Gravenberch shifts it onto his right foot slowly. And a slow left-footed pass to Konate, still in the centre circle with Jones, bang on the halfway line. Curtis Jones now. Manchester United very comfortable in their shape. Van Dijk tapped it just over halfway for Gravenberch. Wide left to Robertson, returns it inside to Gravenberch, who's level with the centre circle on the inside left. Again, the centre circle, Van Dijk. McAllister on the stretch, back for Konate. Now McAllister just the front halfway. Flips it to Soboslai. Soboslai loses out against Casemiro and then bundles him down to the ground. That was great work there for Casemiro. Read the play well. And then Soboslai just sort of bundled over Casemiro. Fell on top of him. It was not a nice fall there. Casemiro to take from Soboslai. Casemiro just holding the top of his head. Liverpool, a couple of decent shots in the last 5-10 minutes, but overall though Manchester United pretty confident in their shape. Michael Carrick just giving a quick instruction to Manchester United skipper Bruno Fernandes, and the criticism of him is just getting less and less now. And he's always had the talent, but I think people really respect it this season. I think he's really taken it to a new level this season. Bruno Fernandes. Maguire takes over halfway. And short Manchester United free kick. Dalot back for Menu. First time to Casemiro, but Casemiro, Menu, Fernandes, that is a top quality midfield for Manchester United. Half hour played it. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 0. It is Aiden Heaven. Bring it forward. He's about midway in the Liverpool half now. Heaven having to go backwards. Getting a bit of a nosebleed at Aiden Heaven. And then caught on his right ankle by Jeremy Frimpong. So free kick on the left-hand side for Manchester United to take. And Heaven just drew in that challenge from Jeremy Frimpong. So it's stroke back from Luke Shaw to Casemiro in the centre circle. Casemiro now surging towards Dalot's right side of the box. Dalot header into the area. Couldn't find Sesko. Sesko headed down from into the feet of Gakpo, now hooked away to McAllister. Now Soboslai plays that in between Cunha and Sesko and Dalot, but it's been given away to Kobe Mainoo. And now Mbermo on the near touchline, holding off Soboslai towards the corner flag now. Mbermo has McAllister for company. McAllister gets it off and McAllister can't take it around Mainoo, and Mainoo draws that foul from McAllister. It's a free kick, edge of the penalty area on the right-hand side for Manchester United. But at the moment, sitting very pretty on that 2-goal lead with a bitter northwest rivals. So 31 and a half minutes played. And Manchester United treble their advantage. And Magic spray now put down the ground from Darren England for this Bruno Fernandes free kick, where Florian Wirtz needs to stand as well. So can Fernandes put this delivery bang on the money? He's in line with the Liverpool supporters here. Bruno Fernandes, so he getting a bit of stick at the moment, but I'm sure he will revel in that. So Fernandes now already. And Casemiro's been excellent with his goal contributions this season. Did he get another one from this free kick maybe? Fernandes lifts it in, headed away from Van Dijk, going as far as Dalot, just over 25 yards and goal in the middle. Dalot looks out to the right-hand side, too heavy for Fernandes. Fernandes less than complimentary about that pass to Dalot. It wasn't great at all. Way too much on it towards the right flank. And that is a goal kick for Liverpool. It'd be massive for them if they could pull one back. But I think they just wanted to come into half-time more unscathed. Now Konate. Now Gakpo turns. Gakpo pokes it to Van Dijk. Robertson. Here is Van Dijk. Short for Andy Robertson, left-footed. Burt's now, just beyond the halfway line. Heavy pass from McAllister. Manu steps in there. Now Bruno Fernandes. A bit of space opens up for him. 35 yards and goal on the inside right. Cunha charging forwards, pushing back for Szoboszlai. The referee thought there was enough for a free kick. So Jones carries it through the D. Goes behind him for Robertson. Now back to Woodman. Woodman, square to Konate. Cunha pressing. Cunha trying to nick it off Konate. Bit of a wrestler match in the pair. Konate wriggles away at the referee. Darren England does block for a free kick. It's just taken too quickly for Konate for the referee's liking. A bit of issue here for Florian Wirtz at the moment. He's feeling a bit of pain. Just moving gingerly on his right foot at the moment for Florian Wirtz. Have to keep an eye on that one. Hopefully he will be able to continue, no problem. So Konate plays it to Woodman. Konate again. Liverpool midway inside the half of Granberg. Pokes it down the right, looking for Jones. Now Frimpong trying to hold up, then Shaw steps in with a really good tackle. Kobe Mainu. Now play back to Mainu from Fernandes. Kobe Mainu inside left. Pass spot from McAllister. And Casemiro's clearance is thumped off the chest as Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai continuing to run at Heaven. Heaven has time though. Give it to Seni Alamens. Alamens clips it, left-footed. Too high for Šeško. Šeško's still chasing the ball. On the bounce, Jones lays it back to Woodman. Woodman for the middle, Van Dijk. Just lets the ball run across and McAllister finds Konate. Konate steps across Cunha, the heavy touch at Konate. Mainu wins the tackle, then it rolls to Jones. Jones takes it into the Manchester United half. Jones, 45 yards from goal. Diagonal ball to Robertson, takes heavy touch from Phil Robertson. Now lifted for Casemiro, lovely light touch from Mbeumo to Fernandes. Now was Mbeumo obstructed from McAllister on the near side. Well, it has been given a... No, it hasn't been given as a free kick. I thought the referee had given it. Felt Mbeumo wasn't impeded enough, and McAllister takes over halfway to play it short to Gakpo. McAllister backwards to Andy Robertson. Liverpool level with the centre circle. They're 2 goals down, Liverpool, with 10 minutes of this first half left. Cunha and Šeško with the goals for Manchester United. It's in the centre circle with Granberg. Right foot on top of the ball. Plays it through the middle now for Wirtz. Combining with Gakpo. Gakpo trying to turn away from Maguire. Maguire makes the tackle. Maguire slips though. Liverpool have it back. Szoboszlai to Frimpong. Liverpool edge of the box. Frimpong trying to get away for Cunha and Shaw. Challenge made from Cunha. Cunha just telling Frimpong to get up. Frimpong just rolling around it. Now just hitting the turf with his right fist. The referee just blows his whistle. Stop play. Frimpong has pain. His right and his left ankle. The referee definitely didn't think there was a foul from Cunha. Frimpong, that was a good tackle from Luke Shaw. And then, yeah, I think Frimpong just, when the tackle was made, just seemed to have his ankle clipped a bit as well. That's why he's feeling a bit sore. There was nothing overly wrong though. In fact, there was nothing wrong with that challenge at all. And the second goal for Manchester United, the question was whether it brushed off the fingertips of Benjamin Šeško on his left hand. I thought it didn't, and I thought, did it? It's one of those ones, it just wasn't conclusive enough, hence why the goal was given. It was a tricky one to tell. And so let's play back to Seni Lament. Ball whip down that right hand side. Mbeumo saying he was pushed. And now header one from Gakpo, and the flag goes up against Manchester United for foul. So Van Dijk takes the free kick quickly towards the halfway line to McAllister. Back in defence to Van Dijk again. Now square for Konate. Here's Jones, 37 minutes on the clock. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 0. Jones with his right foot on top of the ball back. 10 yards to Man United out. Granberg goes it back to the centre circle to Konate. Back to Van Dijk. Look at Van Dijk. 7 yards forwards to Wirtz, returns it back to his skipper. Van Dijk across the face of Konate, who's in the centre circle to get to Jones just beyond halfway. Now McAllister. McAllister combines a Frimpong, the inside right. Frimpong plays a first-time pass just behind him to Jones. Now it is Soboslai. Grambert, Liverpool enjoying possession, just not in a threatening position at the moment. Canate to Van Dijk. Liverpool 35 yards from goal. Wirtz turns inside left. Wirtz now out wide to Gakpo on this near side. Gakpo being forced further and further back from Burmo and Dalot. Gakpo has to give it to his fellow countryman Van Dijk. And across the back to Canate, just in front of the halfway line. Goes to Soboslai. Soboslai looking backwards. Going to have to return it to Jones on the far side. Jones drifting in close to the centre circle. Curtis Jones right-footed to Soboslai. Soboslai now picks out Grandberg, bit of space on the inside right edge of the box. Square to Frimpong. The offside flag goes up against Jeremy Frimpong. And Liverpool's frustration just continues further and further. It was a patient build-up play by Liverpool, but in the end didn't amount to anything. Michael Carrick and his assistant Steve Holland just in conversation. Of course, Steve Holland, very, very experienced assistant in the Premier League with Chelsea. Again, assisted multiple top managers, so be great guidance. Michael Carrick, of course, most recently, and a fantastic spell with Gareth Southgate. It didn't amount to any trophies for England, but it was a hell of a ride though for him with Gareth Southgate. Great pairing in England. Now it's a flick on to Cunha from the free kick. Cunha's now left side the penalty area, just behind the byline. Cuts it back, edge of the box. Kobe Mainoo can't get to it before Curtis Jones. Now Jones rolls it to Wirtz. Wirtz turns, plays it through legs of Heaven, but short, tracking back into position, beats Frimpong to it. And then Frimpong with a light push into the back of Luke Shaw. And it will be a free kick for Manchester United. We have 5.5 minutes left of normal time this first half to go. It's been a real successful first half for Manchester United so far, and we'll be barring Liverpool come back to the end of this first half, which looks very unlikely at the moment. So free kick from Heaven back to Sene Lamens. Lamens to Maguire. Maguire right-footed on the near side. Free head away from Van Dijk. It's over halfway, trapped on the chest of Gakpo, facing zone half. He brought down from Burma, he was indeed. And we're just clipping the right foot of Cody Gakpo. So Andy Robertson standing behind this free kick. Just rolls it left-footed to Gravenberg in the centre circle. Square to Jones. And now Canate. Liverpool have it back in the centre. Canate through the gap of Fernandes and Šeško. McAllister. Next to McAllister. Now Liverpool building slowly on the right-hand side. Close to entering the attacking third with Soboslai. And it's backwards to Jones inverting in with a more natural position in field. Now Wirtz, a turn from Grandberg. Grandberg goes a shot edge of the box. Straight at Lamens though. It's a sharp turn from Ryan Grandberg. He was inside right. Just under 25 yards from the target. The shot just bobbled into the arms of Sene Lamens. Long ball towards halfway from Lamens, trapped on the chest of Jones. Can Liverpool halve the deficit for the break? Jones looking to pick up Gakpo. Too much on that pass though towards the penalty area. And it's back with the Manchester United goalkeeper. So Sene Lamens, short right-footed pass to Mainoo. Now is Heaven. Short. Dinks it over Frimpong's head. Šeško gets the head of Canate, now pokes it to Fernandes. What a ball from Fernandes. Excellent switch to Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo, 35 yards and goal. Over the top towards Šeško. Šeško tried to get onto control, couldn't quite do that. Jones turns away from Šeško out the box, finds Grandberg in a bit of space now in between Cunha and Fernandes. Now it's wide right with Frimpong. Frimpong loses the ball. He's had a tough first half, Jeremy Frimpong. Short to Fernandes. Here come Manchester United. Left-hand side, Cunha into the box. Cunha dinks it towards the back post. Flicked away from Robertson. And he fires Mbeumo. Brian Mbeumo. Left-footed cross in. And it sails over every red shirt in the penalty area. It will be a goal kick, but and Jeremy Frimpong, next moment goes, had such a tough first half. Lost the ball so cheaply. Manchester United couldn't quite hit that right delivery to really cause problems to the back line there. And can Manchester United just hold out till half time Soboslai back here for Jones, heavy pass, but Jones does keep in play on the byline. Jones in the penalty area, clears his lines, only fast. Casemiro volleys it to Fernandes, cleared away from Van Dijk. Fernandes couldn't trap it. Maguire just in front of the centre circle. Now it's a foul there on Ain Heaven, who's just in Liverpool half. There was a push there from Soboslai on Ain Heaven. So free kick for Manchester United. Just under 40 yards from goal. Inside left for Luke Shaw to take. It's now left here for Bruno Fernandes. So Bruno Fernandes now all set to take the free kick for Manchester United. In the inside left channel from just under 40 yards out. Fernandes goes to the pass in the centre for Dallo's. Fellow countryman returns it back to him. Fernandes just rolls a pass to Cunha. Just inside the box, Cunha slipped when he took the shots, blocked. Canate makes a mess of the clearance. Play back to Woodburn, it comes off Woodburn's chest. Then Woodburn clears, an absolute mess there for Liverpool at the back. Dallo to Kobbie Mainoo. And now Fernandes, brilliant turn for Fernandes. And now it's clipped in the box and Mainoo over the top, and it's back here. Woodburn, Canate is making a mess of clearing that. It was cleared back onto the chest of Freddie Woodburn. He had to frantically get it away. Absolute mess there from Liverpool. And Bruno Fernandes just limping a bit at the moment. Manchester United to be praying there's nothing wrong with him. Robertson, short and square to Van Dijk. 45 seconds and normal time to go in this first half. Manchester United 2 goals to good against Liverpool. Liverpool just over halfway. Wirtz just prods it to Jones. Wirtz has it just beyond the halfway line. Left-footed, given to Van Dijk. Van Dijk now is Soboslai inside left channel, 35 yards from goal. Wirtz picks out Granberg getting the space on the inside right. Romford's Kobbie Mainoo. He's tackled with Casemiro and taking the shot on Gakpo. Sets up for Wirtz. Wirtz's shot blocked by the diving Maguire. And Bomo can't prevent it. But going for a throw on the left-hand side for Liverpool. And Maguire to that one. Flush in the face there. And Liverpool, some of the build-up play in sort of the last 15-20 minutes has actually got better. They just can't seem to have that real top threatening attempt. We have 4 minutes of stoppage time in this first half. And there was a little bit of stoppage, for example, when VAR were checking the Šeško goal. It's a real painful one, though, for Maguire to take. Back on his feet now, Maguire. He'll take no unfortunate pace, and he should be fine to carry on. Harry Maguire. It was a powerful effort from Florian Wirtz hitting face Harry Maguire. It's been a bit sore at the moment, Maguire, but it'll take a lot for Maguire to come off. And again, someone who's just been so resilient at Manchester United. A great example around the club. He had the captaincy taken off him by Erik ten Hag, which was a real tough one for him, but he's recovered brilliantly. He's flying under Michael Carrick. He's the perfect manager for him. Van Dijk heads away the free kick, flicked over to Soboslai for him on the chase. Good tackle made from Heaven. Cunha gets to it. Heaven on the ball again. Ain Heaven. Now Kobbie Mainoo turns. Mainoo square for Casemiro. Again, Manchester United building on the left-hand side. Cunha plays a 1-2 with Casemiro. Great combination play between the Brazilians. Cunha's cross deflects up in the air for Canate. And it is a corner kick on the left-hand side for Manchester United to take. Again, really nice 1-2 between Casemiro and Cunha. Again, Old Trafford will erupt if Manchester United can get that third ball of break. They well and truly would be in dreamland. They would have matched they get the third. They matched a result from early on today. Bournemouth beating Crystal Palace by 3-0 to move into the top 6. That result does mean that Liverpool can have a dramatic turnaround and win this one. They won't mathematically secure Champions League today. So corner now to be taken on the right-hand side. It's Parsons box and Fernandes can reach him. Bomo. It's a light shot, easily cleared from Van Dijk. Man United have it left-hand side. Dallo. First time ball from Fernandes towards the back post. Casemiro volleys it towards the near post. And it's cleared away. It's pushed away from Freddie Woodburn. Flags up against Casemiro anyway. It was a passed in corner from Fernandes. Bomo, it was a tame shot, clear away from Van Dijk. So it was Bruno Fernandes, put the cross in again. Left hand side was towards the back post. Casemiro was offside, tried to beat Woodman down at his near post. Woodman did get a hand to it, but the offside flag up against Casemiro. So of course, wouldn't have counted anyway. Free kick for Woodman to take. Right footed towards the left flank. Sails over Gakpo's head. Dallo knocks it outside of his right inside to Maguire. Towards halfway, Šeško tackled on his fast. Casemiro takes heavy touch. McAllister now protects the ball in halfway, goes down under pressure. Šeško, there was enough contact from Šeško in the referee's eyes for it to be given a free kick in McAllister's favour. McAllister takes the free kick 2 yards behind the halfway line to Van Dijk. It's in the just beyond the centre circle with Konate. Square to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk left-footed. It is Konate. That's in the halfway line with Jones. Jones drifts in. McAllister behind him to Jones. 30 seconds of this half to go. Stoppage time. Cross and Szoboszlai 30 yards out. Block from Mainu. So Szoboszlai throw back to the halfway line to Konate. Little touch to the Hungarian again. Liverpool's non-break combines with Konate once more. On the halfway line, Liverpool on the right with Jones. Rolls it down that side to Gravenberg. Gravenberg trying to swivel away from Mainu. Infield to Jones. Their one last first half chance for Liverpool. Konate to Van Dijk. And Darren England blows the half-time whistle. And this half has belonged to Manchester United. What an opening quarter now it was for them. They deserved the lead. They put the pressure on from the start. Mateus Cunha opened the scoring. Liverpool failed to clear a corner properly. Cunha hit the ball down to the ground. Did take the deflection off McAllister, but again, sometimes you need that little bit of luck. But again, Cunha did well to hit that down to the ground, because that's what really made that bobble off McAllister awkward. The way Cunha hit the ball down to the turf. Benjamin Šeško made it 2-0. Did go to VAR. They were looking to see if it definitely hit its hand. There wasn't really anything conclusive. So they gave the goal. It was a cross. It was a Bruno Fernandes heading back across the face of the goal. Woodman got a fingertip to it, but just pushed off the midriff for Šeško. And yeah, Liverpool thought it bounced off of Šeško's hand. But again, VAR had an extensive look at it, and they did not disallow the goal. In the end, Liverpool have had a few opportunities, get themselves in some good positions, but the shots have just been straight at Senny Lammenzel. There was gap post, which went wide the post. That's probably the best of the lot with the whip he got on it. But overall, it's been pretty comfortable for Manchester United in that opening 45. As it stands, they are definitely heading into the Champions League if they don't get it today. Again, it is a matter of when, not if, for Manchester United. But a point would be enough for Manchester United to get Champions League this afternoon. But they're doing even better than that. They're 2 goals up at the break at Old Trafford against Liverpool. from Manchester United to pick up from where they left off in that first half. An awful mistake there from Van Dijk, flicking it behind him. And Burmo was there to pounce, controlled it, then just had a heavy touch. Konate stepped in with the challenge. So Manchester United instantly on the front foot. A corner to take on the right-hand side for Brian and Burmo. This would be the dream start. Second half, Manchester United can make it 3 from this corner kick. That would kill any hopes Liverpool have of getting back into this one. Burmo towards the back step. Maguire heads wide. He rose well. It's a bit of a tight angle at the back post. Couldn't find the target, but a nice delivery from that right-hand side. Maguire, he held off Dominic Szoboszlai really well there. Just couldn't quite test Woodman in the end. Speaking of Woodman, goal kick drilled towards header Gakpo, beaten the air from Maguire. Now Wirtz takes it over halfway. Still Wirtz. Wirtz trying to keep off Ahmad. Ahmad makes the challenge. Casemiro. Tackle from McAllister. Falls for Dalot. Now Ahmad first time to Fernandez just beyond halfway. Now Fernandez forward for Ahmed on the right. Ahmed, lovely drop back from Fernandez. Now Fernandez turns. And there's Manchester United just behind halfway. Dalot. Casemiro. Dalot again. Once more Casemiro. Casemiro through the gap of McAllister and Wirtz. Here's Mainu. Sees it again off of Dalot. Kobbie Mainu. And now here's Ahmad. Ahmad. Couple yards ahead of halfway. Gives away to Dominic Szoboszlai. Now here come Liverpool. Through the middle. Dominic Szoboszlai looks to his left. And now Szoboszlai ignores the option that's left. Szoboszlai passed it into the back of the net. 2 minutes into the second half. And Liverpool half the deficit. It is game on. Great decision making there from Dominic Szoboszlai. By far Liverpool's best player of the season. It was a real slap pass from Ahmad, who's just come on at half time. And you could tell the rustiness he had there with the pass. Dominic Szoboszlai intercepted from the centre circle. He ran at Maguire, wrong-footed in. The space opened up left side of the box for Szoboszlai. He just passed it beyond Seny Lamens, who was just rooted to the spot. Absolutely nothing could do. It was a gift from Ahmed to Szoboszlai. Still had a lot to do though. Dominic Szoboszlai in terms of the run he had to make into the box. Pass it through the legs of Diogo Dalot. And just swept into Seny Lamens, bottom left-hand corner. It's Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1. And Liverpool get the ball back straight away from the restart. That's given Liverpool the perk they needed. Now Jones forwards Frimpong. Frimpong tackled late from short. Darren England goes to his pocket. And Luke Shaw will receive a yellow card. So intriguing now how Manchester United are going to react to it. And Shaw just slid too early. Lost his balance and ended up tripping up Jeremy Frimpong. So easy decision there for Darren England to give. That's Luke Shaw's 8th yellow card of the season. So free kick on the right-hand side for Andy Robertson. What a turnaround this would be. Liverpool could draw level here. Almost 4 minutes into the second half. Considering it was 2-0 at half time. Be 2-2 by minute 49 then. That would be some start to this half for Liverpool. So Robertson delivers towards the back post. Too much on that delivery. And Kobbie Mainu just lets that go behind for a goal kick. It's certainly not the finest ball in, to put it lightly, from Andy Robertson. But yeah, Ahmad to be gutted with himself. Just giving it straight to Dominic Szoboszlai. That's not the man you want to give it to. The moments he's produced for Liverpool this season. Aiden Evans starts off the goal kick. And there's the goalkeeper Seny Lamens at Manchester United. Lamens to Mainu, first time to Heaven. Now Heaven, can he find Cunha? McAllister intercepts. Now Liverpool in the attacking third, wide right. Frimpong goes down under the pressure of Mainu. So it's another free kick for Liverpool on that right hand side. Let's see if Andy Robertson can put a more impressive delivery in this time. Not sure there's a need for Kobbie Mainu to lunge in like that on the near side. Again, Manchester United just got to keep their heads here. Such a good first half for them. But Liverpool sort of the last 20 minutes of the first half, they did show their moments, passing through lines pretty well, just didn't really severely test Seny Lamens. But already 5 minutes into the second half, Lamens had to fit the ball out the back of his net. Will he have to do that again in a second? It's a free kick on the right hand side for Robertson to put in. It's a headed away from Casemiro bounces here for Cunha. Heads it down for himself. Cunha lifts over Granberg. Now chance for Manchester United to attack. And Burmo just over halfway cuts in. And Burmo now runs into trouble. Robson nicks it off him. And now Liverpool could possibly turn over Manchester United here. Solskjaer tries to pirouette in between Maynard and Burmo. And Burmo gets it off. And Casemiro, first time, out towards the wide right, too far ahead of Ahmad. There's no way Ahmad was going to get to that. But Ahmad applauds the attempt there for Casemiro to try and set him away on the far side flank. Certainly Manchester United will just want to get a feel for the second half now after giving away that goal. Just getting themselves settled in. It was a great change of direction with Szoboszlai against Maguire. Again, just create that space themselves. Just such a lovely finish, swept through the legs of Diogo Dalot into the bottom corner. Ahmad just put his hand on his chest and put his arm up towards the Manchester United fans, acknowledging the mistake. Now Szoboszlai tries to roll it through for Frimpong, intercepted vitally from Luke Shaw. Now Manchester United, can they counter? They come through central midfield with Mainu. Ahmad rolls it to the right hand side. And now Manchester United in possession here with Mainu. Casemiro in the centre circle. Square for Heaven. There's Cunha. Touched Heaven. Cunha again, first time intercepted from Jones. And now here's Liverpool from the centre circle. It's Gakpo driving forwards, gets sliding challenge there from Maguire. Does fall to McAllister in the centre circle. Little touch from Szoboszlai to return it to McAllister on the centre spot. Alexis McAllister. Square to Robertson. 52 minutes on the clock. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1. Robertson. Balls on that left ball. Vert. Now it's gone back to Kanate. Just by the centre circle, Liverpool about 5 yards behind the halfway line with Jones. Kanate turns onto his right foot, and with that foot guides it short across the back to Van Dijk. Looks towards the halfway line. Now it's lifted from Verts. Control from Shaw though. Now a touch of Mainu in the centre circle for Cunha. First time to Casemiro. Lovely turn there from Cunha. Square to Dalot. Manchester United play it over halfway. Dalot to Ahmad. Dalot again, still on the halfway line. Now whipped for Casemiro over the top down the right for Fernandes. Can Fernandes control? What a touch. Bruno Fernandes towards near post. And Bomo flicks off the post. Oh, what a goal that would have been. I think the flag's actually up against Manchester United anyway. There's Granberg. And now Szoboszlai. Liverpool look to get up the other end quickly now. Now they just slow themselves down a few yards ahead of halfway with Szoboszlai. Jones. Szoboszlai back to Curtis Jones. Control from Bruno Fernandes was exquisite a moment ago. That was the attempted finish there from Burma off the post. Frimpong to Szoboszlai. Frimpong again. Back on that halfway line with Jones. Jones to McAllister on the stretch. Give it back to Jones. Jones now just walking with the ball. Dropping towards him is Szoboszlai. Jones again. Jones getting a lot of touches here. And Dominic Szoboszlai across the halfway line to Van Dijk. Van Dijk about 3 yards ahead of him to Robertson. Now it's back into the feet of Robertson from Vert. Here's Virgil van Dijk. Manchester United trying to push Liverpool back here. Here is Woodman. And now Van Dijk. Woodman again. Brady Woodman. The ball stopped at the moment. Woodman right-footed to McAllister. Again, Liverpool enjoying possession, but it is in their defensive third at the moment. Gravenberg. And now right-footed for Kanate. Frimpong, a few yards behind halfway. Space here for Gravenberg. Now into the centre circle in the Liverpool half. It's gone to his left to McAllister. And further out wide for Robertson. McAllister wants it about 5 yards behind Robertson. McAllister just over 35 yards on goal. Now to the centre circle to Kanate. Kanate right-footed to Jones. Jones short ball on that near side to Frimpong. Frimpong's facing away from the Manchester United goal. Here's Jones. And now Kanate just by the centre circle. Liverpool with Jones here. Jones about 5 yards forwards on that right to Frimpong. Now pass back into the Liverpool half to Kanate. Moves in the centre circle. Kanate right-footed through the gap. The Manchester United forward line. Liverpool playing through the thirds well. Szoboszlai can bind to Vert. Vert shot wide the target. That was some really good football there for Liverpool. Cutting Manchester United open through the middle. Kanate to Vert. Then found Szoboszlai. Returned it to Florian Vert. Vert just beyond the D. Went for the first time shot in step of the right. And Lamens did have it covered, but the football was very nice to watch there from Liverpool. 10 minutes in the second on Man United 2, Liverpool 1. Lamens gives it straight to Szoboszlai. Gakpo turns it in. It's 2 apiece. And Manchester United give Liverpool another opportunity to score in the second half, and they duly oblige again. Cody Gakpo with the simple finish. And Sonny Lamens has had an absolute mare there. He's had a brilliant season, but he will not want to see that one again. And Michael Carrick now looking very dumbfounded. Well and truly game on here at Old Trafford. Yeah, it was goal kick start off from Heaven. Gave it to Lamens. Lamens straight to McAllister. And then first time pass from Szoboszlai to add an assist to his goal. It's a very easy assist there with Dominic Szoboszlai. Yeah, McAllister knocked on to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai by the penalty spot, square for Gakpo. And it was a simple first time finish for Cody Gakpo. Inside the left. Lamens in no man's land. And now let's see what Carrick's Man United have made of it. Liverpool have got themselves back into this 2 apiece. And you feel like there's more drama to come. Kobbie Mainoo to Luke Shaw. Now, Mainoo's the feet of Heaven. Liverpool can't mathematically secure Champions League football today, but they can pretty much secure it with a win. It's Mainoo can't go by Cunha, intercepted from Konate. And now that pass too heavy there from Szoboszlai. Heaven trying to get away from Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai makes up that poor pass, and Szoboszlai just falls to the ground when tussling with Heaven, but did enough to see it out of play. Szoboszlai. Michael Carrick trying to cheer his team up on the sidelines. Not the start to the second half he was hoping for, probably expecting the way the first went, but much more like it from Liverpool. Now Manchester United get it back through Mainoo. Casemiro gives away to Szoboszlai though. Now Gakpo over halfway, good tackle made there from Maguire. And the second ball falls to Fernandes. Now it's Casemiro down the ground, lost his balance, Konate gets it off him. Tidy feet from Jones. Now Jones has space on the inside right, Jones plays it down the channel, Frimpong goes down. Referee waves away. He appeals for a free kick. Now it's just beyond the centre circle, Maguire. Maguire finds Fernandes, what a touch, wide left. Fernandes crossing, turned over the bar from Bryan Mbeumo. That was a lovely ball out to Bruno Fernandes. He put a dangerous low cross in for Bryan Mbeumo. Frimpong thought he was brought down. Well, Heaven set the cross in. I think it was just good strength there from Aiden Heaven. And Frimpong just out-muscled there really from Aiden Heaven. So Liverpool bring on a sub hit. And it will be Milos Kerkez in place of Andy Robertson, who's had a quiet game going forwards. Andy Robertson, and I think the fresh legs of Milos Kerkez are certainly needed for Arne Slot's side. So not a surprising substitution made by Arne Slot whatsoever. Milos Kerkez still looking to find his proper place here at Liverpool, but it will take a bit of time evidently for him, but player of his quality, I'm sure he will get to levels he wants to again. Would you hit Bournemouth? And speaking of Bournemouth, they won 3-0 earlier on. Bournemouth inside the top 6 at the moment, and with that Bournemouth win, that means Liverpool, even with the win, can't mathematically secure Champions League this afternoon. Head away from Dalot, from the ball from Woodman. There's Gravenberch. Kerkez with his first touch, will play it back to Woodman. Also had a little spell at Bournemouth himself in recent years. Long ball out towards the right hand side from Woodman. Frimpong couldn't adjust his feet to control that one. So it's a throw for Manchester United to take back to Heaven. In Heaven now, the ball is stopped. Tapped it to Kobbie Mainoo. Mainoo to Maguire. Mainoo wants it back. Receives it. Mainoo just beyond the centre circle. Mainoo right-footed, now Heaven. One touch to take it halfway. Heaven looks at Mbeumo behind, but that was read there from Jones. Now Jones looks direct towards Kerkez, headed down from Maguire's, and that's good work there from Bruno Fernandes to get onto the second ball. That's with Seni Lament. Now Menu tells Heaven to lead the ball. Menu coming close and closer to the halfway line. Squares it to Casemiro. Now here is Dalot. Dalot walks the ball over halfway. Now Dalot goes backwards there to Maguire. And Maguire square to Heaven. Heaven now left-footed. Luke Shaw. Shaw goes his left as well. Just over halfway to Cunha. Return back for Shaw. Manchester United just enjoying some possession here. Now here's Heaven. Heaven goes for the switch. The wide right. It's a attempted header forwards there for Fernandes. Blocked from the right heel of Kirkes. That will be a throw for Manchester United to take midway in the Liverpool half. It's going back now into the feet of Casemiro. Here's a Mainu in the centre circle. Square to Dalot. Dalot just knocks it on his outside to Fernandes. Now Casemiro dummies it. Now Manchester United with Ahmad. Uses Fernandes as that close support. Manchester United 30 yards and goal in the middle with Mainu. Held up from Mbermo, facing away from goal. Heaven. Heaven now, few touches with his left. Mainu again. Mbermo inside left, holding off Canate. Now Cunha takes care of the balls. Back in the centre circle with Maguire. Fernandes, 35 yards to goal. Kobbie Mainu, lovely feet to get away from Grandbert. Mainu's pass, good tackle one though from McAllister. And now Soboslai, it's outside the right to Frimpong. Frimpong down the near side. Frimpong gets the cross in towards the back post. It reaches third, sets off for Gakpo. Gakpo goes a shot, deflects over the bar. Corner kick, good transition football there from Liverpool. Frimpong, ball whipped towards the back stick, and Wirtz, lovely touch to set it up for Gakpo. On the turn, his shot deflected off of Maguire and over the bar for a corner kick for Liverpool to take on the left-hand side. Can they turn this game on its head? That really would be incredible considering the position they're in at half-time, 2 goals down. So just coming up to the 63rd minute here at Old Trafford. It's been an excellent afternoon of football. 2 apiece. And you do feel like there's more goals in this one. Hopefully the commentator's cursor won't strike there. Soboslai just giving his face a quick clean before he'll take this corner kick from the far side. So Dominic Soboslai in swing corner. Now it's headed away at the near post, and Casemiro. And as far as Jones. Jones just over 25 yards and goal. Back out to Soboslai. Soboslai again in swing delivery into the box. Van Dijk heads down. No one standing ahead of him though. Just bounce down to the arms of Seni Lamens, who rolls it into his box to Heaven. First time square pass, and Casemiro to his left to Shaw. Shaw just walking with the ball here. Returns it to Casemiro midway inside the Man United half. Casemiro looks over top, finds Brian Mbermo now. In behind Mbermo, heavy touch. We've managed to lift it towards goal. It's over. Milos Kerkez came across though to put off Mbermo. Casemiro over the top. It was a heavy touch from Mbermo. In fact, Kerkez's tackle deflected off of Brian Mbermo's right foot. And that deflection off from Mbermo just lifted over the bar. It was vital covering there from Kerkez. Van Dijk in no man's land. He has Milos Kerkez to thank there for spotting the danger and using his pace really effectively to get across to dig Van Dijk out there. And it will be Van Dijk to start off the goal kick. Plays it across the face of Woodman to Jones. Jones now back in the box of Canate. First time to Jones. Man United starting to push up. Jones pass now McAllister. That's at the Grandbert. Manchester United still pressing on their left-hand side. Mbermo puts a tackle in. Does concede the throw, but Michael Carrick will be pleased that the way his team was swarming Liverpool's right side there. So it's throw for Soboslai, who halved the deficit last couple of minutes of the second half. And Ahmad and Lamens giving the ball to Liverpool for both equalisers. But Liverpool still have to do their job, putting them away. Liverpool have to improved in this match since about the 25th minute. I'd say they played some decent football. They and they've got those chances they needed to put away. That's what they were lacking, that cutting edge the first half. Jones turns away from Fernandez. Jones still trying to weave his way through red shirts, gets sliding challenge there from Casemiro. And it'll be another throw for Liverpool with 25 minutes to go at Old Trafford. Perfectly set up at 2 apiece. Throw for Jones to take. Midway in his own half. Or is it Fiar's behind him for Granbert? Now Kanate. Defeated Jones. First time, Phil to Granbert. Liverpool. Back with Jones. Jones, heavy touch. Gets away for Casemiro though. Now leaves it for Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai clipped down to the ground for Cunha. Quick free kick with Dominic Szoboszlai into the centre circle for McAllister. Space open up here for McAllister. 35 yards and goal inside left. Out to Kirkes. Puts the cross in towards the back post. Frimpong goes to volley. Gets it all wrong. Well wide. It was right footed. Frimpong sort of tried to side foot that volley. Yeah, completely messed up there, Jeremy Frimpong. And Lamen just calmly watched that at the advertising hoardings. Goal kick started off from heaven. Now Lamen's long ball towards halfway. Free-headed over Van Dijk for Wirtz to control. Liverpool at the moment have control of possession. Square from Wirtz in the centre to Jones wide right. Plays it just ahead of him to Frimpong. Frimpong making a run behind a Szoboszlai, but it goes backwards to Jones. That's 6 yards in Man United half. Szoboszlai back in field to Jones. Jones 35 yards and goal. The ball is stopped in a moment. And plays it in central midfield to Granbert. Heavy touch on Granbert, but does draw the foul for Cunha. No foul for Cunha. Now the referee has given it. But it took him a few seconds to give that one. Thought he gave that as a dive initially against Gravenberg. And we look at it, there was a little clip there from Cunha on Gravenberg. So for me, the first angle looked like there was a right decision. I think there was a clip on the back of Gravenberg's ankle. Well, I initially thought first angle was it was a clip on the top of his foot. So it's a free kick here for Liverpool to take. Inside right, just over 25 yards from goal. Dominic Szoboszlai to deliver. And we all know he can put a top delivery into the box. And we get this one right here. So Szoboszlai all set. So right footed ball comes in towards the back post. Goes to Van Dijk. Cleared away for Lamane. Bounce around the box. And Fernandez clears it away. Out to the area from the 6-yard box. And now it's in the centre circle with Kirkes. Quickly back for Woodman. That was a real scare there for Manchester United. Woodman drives it out towards the far side. Header one from Dalot. Over the top of Jones. Lamen's managed to get that one clear. So free kick in swing from Szoboszlai. It was came off the Van Dijk, clear away for Lamens, bounced off of heaven, and dropped for Fernandez to slam out the area. Here's Liverpool forwards on the right hand side. Edge of the box at Frimpong, trying to get on the outside of Shaw. Turns into trouble Frimpong, but does hold off Cunha. Now it comes off Cunha last for a throw to Liverpool, right by the corner flag on the near side. Frimpong throws backwards to Szoboszlai. Liverpool just over 35 yards and goal with Jones. Curtis Jones plays it through Cunha and Burmo to Granbert. Frimpong backwards now to Szoboszlai. McAllister light touch to Szoboszlai. Liverpool playing it well in central midfield. Now McAllister to Granbert, tries to play it in behind for Frimpong. It's turned behind for Luke Shaw for a corner kick on the right hand side for Liverpool, but Liverpool playing by far the more patient, better football at the moment, and if anyone's going to get another goal, it's going to be Liverpool to turn this one on its head. 69 minutes on the clock. Dominic Szoboszlai to take a corner kick in front of his adoring Liverpool supporters. Reminder, win for Liverpool, and they will leapfrog Manchester United in the Premier League table. Aston Villa in this Champions League battle to play later on at home to Tottenham. So if Liverpool win and Villa win, Manchester United, Liverpool and Villa all be tied on 61 points, and they'll have a 9-point cushion on Bournemouth, who beat Palace 3-0 earlier today. Szoboszlai, corner from the right-hand side towards their post. Head across the face of goal. Volleyed out the box though from Fernandez. Ahmad on the chase with Wirtz. Wirtz gets there first. Wirtz back for Woodman. Woodman about midway in the Liverpool half here. Now Woodman looks to the right-hand side. Looking for Szoboszlai now, headed down for Cunha. Bounce over halfway from Burmo, and Burmo holds off Gravenberg. Burmo needs help here, hits it off the hip of Szoboszlai. And that will do for Manchester United. chance to get themselves forward. When Manchester United led at Old Trafford, this record in May 1984, they've won 363 games, 35 draws and no defeat. So Liverpool could do something very, very historic today. Here's Mainu in the centre circle. Square to Maguire. Now Fernandes was caught from behind from Van Dijk. Down in England had a great view of that, and he has blown up for a free kick. Again, Van Dijk just checking to see how Fernandes is. Helps him back off the ground. Just make sure Fernandes would waste no time or try and maybe make the referee give Van Dijk a yellow card. Yeah, Van Dijk did clip the back of Bruno Fernandes there. Fernandes just crashing down at the moment, feeling the pain of that Van Dijk foul. Just under 20 minutes left here at Old Trafford. 2-2. Can we get a winning goal in that time? It's so well set up for a grandstand finish to this match. Fernandes, 35 yards out, scoots the free kick again. Casemiro, free header straight at Woodman. Oh, it was a golden opportunity for Manchester United to get their lead back. Dream scenario for Casemiro, free header. But he was straight at Freddie Woodman. Manchester United have the ball back in the centre circle. Fernandes to Mainu. Fernandes again. Once more, Kobe Mainu inside left, 35 yards on goal now. Cunha pops it with his right foot out to the wide left to Shaw. Now Fernandes, 30 yards on goal. Drills it. It's a daisy cutter pass to Ahmad. He gets it under a spell. Ahmad has Fernandes in field. Ahmad just edge of the box. But Wirtz making sure he's being kept away from the area. Now ball in for Fernandes. Flick backwards from Van Dijk. Casemiro heads down to the middle, can't drop for Cunha. It's need out the box from Granberg for Jones to pick up on the right-hand side. Now a bit of space, Liverpool. Jones finds McAllister. McAllister almost tackled from Cunha, got the pass away to Kirkes. Here come Liverpool. Down the far side, Kirkes, midway inside the Man United half. Inside to Wirtz. Now Wirtz caught there from Bruno Fernandes. Referee gets a free kick. Fernandes turns away in frustration. But to me, definitely looked like Wirtz was caught there from Bruno Fernandes. Again, it was a brilliant chance of Casemiro at the other end a moment ago. Should have done a lot better. A chance for Liverpool to put good delivery in to the penalty area. So we have Dominic Szoboszlai obviously ready to take this one. And it looks like Rio Ngamoa is going to be given the chance to come on and try and produce a bit of magic. Again, his big moment of the season came in Liverpool's first game on the road at St James's Park under the lights. What a moment for him, a 100th minute goal to win that one for Liverpool. One of the games of the season that Newcastle gave a terrific account themselves that night. So, Dominic Szoboszlai all ready to take the free kick. So inside left, about 25 yards out, maybe just a little bit under that. So the two-man wall of Dalot and Casemiro standing in front of Szoboszlai. So Szoboszlai now all set. Let's see if he can produce one of his typical free kicks. So Dominic Szoboszlai into the wall in the end. Hit Casemiro. And now here's Kirkes just ahead of halfway, diagonal towards the right-hand side. Header forwards from Shaw. Now Cunha, as he pulled back there from Jones. That'll be yellow for Jones as Cunha was going to get away. So Jones taking a yellow card for the team there. Clear shirt pull from Jones on Mateus Cunha, pulling his left arm back. So only Jones' second yellow card of the season, so certainly is not a habit for Curtis Jones. Carrick making some substitutions. Well, actually, is he? Well, it looks like Liverpool making the sub, beg your pardon. So obviously, I mentioned a moment ago, Rio Ngamoa, of course, coming on for Jeremy Frimpong. And Frimpong, he's slowly growing to the game, had a little bit more threat at times, but I think it's the right decision. As I mentioned, Andy Robertson, when he came off, he was struggling a bit. So I think Slott's got the subs right so far in terms of the right players being taken off. Just depends. Can Ngamoa come on and make that impact? He's only got the talent and the personality to do that for young players. So Brian Mbeumo off for Patrick Dorgu. A bit of fresh legs on that left-hand side for Manchester United, unless there will be a switch possibly. I think it will be definitely left-hand side for Dorgu. Shaw takes the free kick short and into the fence to Evan. Maguire whips it right-footed. That looks to be too high for Ahmad. It is indeed so. Quarter of an hour left here at Old Trafford. Hoping for an unbelievable finish. It's 2 apiece in Man United and Liverpool. And Ryan Gamoa is the youngest Liverpool player to play against Manchester United of all time. So it's an unbelievable feat for him. Throw from Liverpool goes back to Van Dijk. Woodman. Square to Konate. Konate finds Szoboszlai midway in the Liverpool half. Dominic Szoboszlai, lovely back heel infield to Gravenberch. Liverpool playing midfield well in their half. Now McAllister with the switch. Cushion headed down from Dalot. Maguire, square for Dalot. Heavy pass, but Dalot will keep it in play. Dalot tries to shift away from his man, and Dalot gets away from Gakpo. Now played inside to Casemiro. Casemiro, he's tackled, but it falls to Fernandes. Poked it through the legs of McAllister. Man United just behind the halfway line with Dalot. Now in the centre circle, Kobbie Mainoo. Mainoo, right-footed, square to Shaw. Shaw first time to Dorgu. Dorgu, heavy touch, but gets away for Ngamoa. Here's Kobbie Mainoo, just over 35 yards out. Now right in the centre. Mainoo into the feet of Cunha. Cunha turns. Now Cunha plays that into Shaw, in behind for Shaw. Shaw on the byline. Shaw gets the ball in towards the back post. Ahmad heads down, cleared away from McAllister. Strike for Mainoo! He's done it against Liverpool. Once more, he did it 2 seasons ago. Again, such a calm finish from Kobbie Mainoo. And Manchester United, with just under a quarter hour left, have their lead back. And it's the man who's committed his future. What a talent. What a career he's got ahead of him, Kobbie Mainoo. And he's produced a big moment here. As I said, he loves a goal against Liverpool, Old Trafford. It felt him perfectly. Just a calmly stroke in. Mainoo was involved in the build-up play as well. Cunha, brilliant ball to play it in behind to Shaw. Ngamoa was left sleeping. Ball towards the back post. Ahmad headed down. McAllister, lazy clearance to Kobbie Mainoo. He was quicker, more hungrier to get there before Dominic Szoboszlai in the D onto the ball and just passed it into Freddie Woodman's bottom right-hand corner. Woodman nowhere near that. His boots were just left planted into the turf. And Michael Carrick just turns to Manchester United fans, looking calm though, but taking in the moment of a possible winning goal from the man who he's rebuilt again, Kobbie Mainoo. Slides in front of the Stretford end, where he scored his last goal against Liverpool as well. So, what's our Liverpool got in response? As it stands, Manchester United on course to move 6 points ahead of Arne Slot's side. McAllister to Gravenberch. And now is Rio Ngamoa. Facing up Luke Shaw. Ngamoa midway in the Man United half. Links up with Szoboszlai. Back here to Jones. Goes now, short right foot to pass. Gravenberch returns it. Jones, Szoboszlai. Here's Jones, 35 yards and goal inside right. Now clips it towards the far side, taking on the chest of Ahmad now. Dalot holds off Gakpo. Still Dalot. Dalot tries to turn, just in the end got his feet all messed up. So it is a throw to Liverpool. 7-8 yards into the Manchester United half. It's thrown into the centre circle now to Gravenberch. Here is Gakpo, just dropping a bit deeper. Links up with Wirtz. Kerkez. Square for Gravenberch. Liverpool playing for the middle. Good interception there for Casemiro. Rolls towards Szoboszlai, but now Cunha gets it turned onto it. Now Ngamoa beats Shaw to the ball. McAllister edge of the box. Good tackle there from Mainoo. And it will be a throw for Liverpool. But Kobbie Mainoo's all action as well. I feel like the physicality that getting stuck in, he's improved more and more. And that side of his game, Mainoo. He didn't throw himself stupidly as well. His tackling's very elegant. Side to Van Dijk. Wide left with Wirtz. Wirtz now trying to face up Dalot. Just has to play it safer behind into Van Dijk. Which pushed up pretty high here, Virgil van Dijk. Szoboszlai squared to Van Dijk. Szoboszlai just ahead of the centre circle. Van Dijk, Konate need to be pushed up high here Liverpool have to try and get that equaliser as quickly as possible. Nguemo slips, then Menu cuts out Nguemo's pass. Cunha, it's over halfway here. Here come Manchester United on the counter. Cunha to his left to Dorgu. Dorgu now angles closing down for him, loses balance in the box. Grambert clears to Liverpool's right. Szoboszlai caught from behind for Fernandes. And Szoboszlai just rolling about. There was a definite catch there from Fernandes on the back of Szoboszlai's ankle. Dorgu just couldn't get his feet sorted out in the box. That was a great opportunity on the counter attack there for Manchester United. And Dorgu just lost his balance though. The vital time then Szoboszlai had his ankle caught. Oh yeah, it was a sore one as well. Fernandes just catching the left ankle. Dominic Szoboszlai. You know, I feel a bit bad actually saying Szoboszlai sort of rolling around. I thought the naked eye thought he was making the most of it. That was a real painful one, so I do apologise, Szoboszlai there. That was an absolute yellow card for Fernandes actually, which I don't think has been given by Darren England. So a short free kick to Woodman. Man United pressing. Here's Konate. Liverpool deep inside the half. The bar the corner flag with Jones. Jones gets Liverpool out of trouble. McAllister now space open up for Liverpool. They're getting behind the Man United midfield. Kirkes. So Nguemo's on the left here. Nguemo into the box. Few step overs. Nguemo onto his right foot. Nguemo's shot just wide. Szoboszlai wanted to pass soon, but I do not blame Rio Nguemo one bit for cussing in taking the shot. It wasn't a bad attempt at all for Nguemoa. Manchester United, they got caught pressing a bit too high. Nguemoa cut inside. And he just bended wider. Lamen's left-hand post actually a bit more further wide than I initially thought there for Nguemoa. But yeah, Szoboszlai was less than impressed. Nguemoa going for the shot. He wanted the pass into his feet. 8 minutes to go. Manchester United 3, Liverpool 2. What an afternoon at football of Old Trafford on this bank holiday weekend. Head away for Konate. Headed back to the Liverpool half from Heaven. Bounces to Woodman. Have we got more goals in this one? It wouldn't surprise me one bit. Woodman rolls it to Van Dijk. Grambert asking for it for his fellow countryman. Van Dijk goes square to Konate. Now Grambert by the centre circle. Grambert now through the middle to Gakpo. Gakpo turns, gets a tone onto it. McAllister first side to Szoboszlai. Trying to slide the ball back to the path of McAllister. Clear from Maguire to the wide right to Vert. Liverpool still pushed high up the pitch here. Jones cross in. Comfortable head away for Dalot. Grambert hits off the backside of Fernandes. Bounced out to Manchester United's left. Hooked in play from Cunha. Now Jones bounces away from him. Oh, lovely Rabona pass from Bruno Fernandes, but can't find the head of Dorgu. Jones chest it inside to Konate. Konate into the centre circle now, over halfway. Ibrahima Konate. Here's Gakpo. Gakpo likes dropping deep block at the moment. Szoboszlai seems to be the man who's just playing in behind, getting those runs beyond Gakpo. Nguemo links up with Gakpo. Gakpo's pass takes deflection off Casemiro. Grambert in the middle, 25 yards on goal. Now Verts, edge of the box on the right. Verts cuts in. He's on the line of the area. The ball stopped. Verts just knocks it lightly on his outside to Jones. Back to Verts. Dragged back for Curtis Jones. About 23 yards on goal. Again, it's on the line of the area inside right with Szoboszlai. Verts cuts in. Szoboszlai just inside the box. A flick back to Curtis Jones. Liverpool just teasing Manchester United there to try and get a shot away. Now Szoboszlai takes heavy touch, but does slide a pass to Kirkes. Here is Nguemo, edge of the box. Few men around him. Nguemo to Gakpo. Gakpo turns. Gakpo shot Tay1 straight at the Belgian goalkeeper. Patient play from Liverpool. But it was a powder puff shot. To be brutally honest, and Cody Gakpo there. It's more like a back pass to Seny Lamens. 6 minutes left there at Old Trafford. A normal time. Manchester United 3, Liverpool 2. Manchester United moving 6 points clear of their opponents as things stand. And Villa would have the chance to leapfrog Liverpool in the table, then get something off Spurs tonight as things stand in the table. Headed away for a throw by Heaven. Throws about 7 yards in Man United half, taken by Liverpool number 7 Verts. Now back to Jones. Jones. Turn it from Gakpo. Gakpo stopped in his tracks though. Good standing challenge from Casemiro. Casemiro through the centre circle. Bundled down to the ground for Gakpo. That was fantastic work for Casemiro. Not just to win the tackle, but get that free kick as well. And a yellow card showing the way of Gakpo with a clumsy forward challenge there bringing Casemiro down to the ground. Gakpo's third yellow card of the campaign. Josh Zirkzee to come on for his final 5 minutes and just help his side see this one out. So Zirkzee takes off his necklace, gives it to a Manchester United member of staff to keep it safe for him. And it will be a free kick to be taken in the centre circle from Casemiro. Now finds Shaw. Here is Dorgu, left side of the box. Dorgu's low ball in, blocked. And Jones just clips it out to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz, he's kept in play inside to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's pass, that is well read there for Casemiro to step onto the ball and cut it out. Fernandes wide left. Now Mainu, Casemiro playing a give and go. Kobbie Mainu now driving towards the D. Kobbie Mainu goes to strike. It's blocked though from Van Dijk. Now Liverpool can surge forwards here. Coming towards the halfway line. Inside left for Gakpo. Engamoa now trying to turn away for Casemiro. Does that. Engamoa skips over the challenge of Dalot. Casemiro is still there. Engamoa around Casemiro. Engamoa on the byline takes it. Almost took it around Maguire. And instead took it out of play. Engamoa maybe tried to take on one player too many. Engamoa, but still can't deny the drive, the attempted invention he had there to try and take it upon himself. 17-year-old. And it will be as Josh Zirkzee now, as I mentioned a moment ago, coming off of Matheus Cunha, who opened up the scoring. Again, he's proved to be an excellent sign. Him and Burmo and Sesko as well, I think all proven to be really good bits of business for Manchester United, as they are well on course to confirm Champions League football this afternoon. Even if they give away a late goal, that will be enough to have that confirmed. But of course, they want to do it in style with the 3 points against their old enemy. So Zirkzee braces with Cunha. Now he's on the pitch. Federico Chiesa. Well, he's a player, doesn't get much game time, but has that moment in him though. So Canate off for Chiesa. So Arne Slot going all out here. So Senelammens with the goal kick with 3 minutes and all time to go. Flicked on from Shaw. Header met from Van Dijk. Trapped on the chest of Gakpo. Gakpo turns to good slide tackle from Shaw. Volleyed away from Dalot. And now Dorgu on the chase. Granberg will get there first. Dorgu trying to nick it off and ball's bouncing awkwardly. Now Zirkzee lifts it into the air, but it actually was a foul from Zirkzee, pushed into Granberg. It's a quick free kick taken from Granberg to McAllister. Now Kerkez using his speed to approach halfway. Now just slowed himself down. Short forward pass to Engamoa. Engamoa plays it backwards, left-footed to McAllister. It's in the centre circle with Van Dijk. Liverpool just playing slowly here. Manchester United have everyone behind the ball. Here's Jones. Back to Van Dijk by the centre circle. Van Dijk right-footed. McAllister inside left, 35 yards and goal. Liverpool work it further out wide on that side to Kerkez. Taps it into the feet. Engamoa backwards in midfield to McAllister on that inside left. 2 minutes and all time left. Manchester United 3, Liverpool 2. McAllister now held up here from Kerkez, facing away from goal in the attacking third. Now Engamoa looks to take it to the byline. Good tackle there for Diogo Dalot. Behind the corner flag. Engamoa wins it back though. Great battle between the pair. Kerkez now to McAllister. It is Van Dijk. Van Dijk right-footed, just swept to Alexis McAllister. Again, it's out on that left-hand side with Engamoa. Once more is McAllister. McAllister right-footed to Van Dijk. Here's Jones, just over 30 yards and goal. Looks towards the box, can't find Granberg though. Cut up and Shaw now. It's first time towards the path of Dorgu from Fernandes. A little bit too much on that from the Manchester United captain. So it's played backwards to Woodman from Wirtz. It's now in the centre circle with Jones. Jones to McAllister. Pass takes deflection for Ahmad. That took the sting off the ball, so it fell to Casemiro instead. Joshua Zirkzee to Ahmad under pressure. Ahmad turns, gives it to Casemiro now, sweeps it into the middle to Dorgu. Now Dorgu inside left, just behind the box. Dorgu goes to a shot, tracked it well wide though. It's a great position for Dorgu to take on the shot. I certainly don't blame him for letting fly, but yeah, dragged quite a bit wide, to put it kindly, of Woodman's left post in the end. So approaching the 90th minute now. Granberg links up with Woodman. Woodman again to Granberg. So Granberg playing at centre back now. Here's Jones inside the D with Woodman. Woodman right-footed. Van Dijk. Is it short for Kerkez? Kerkez down that left-hand side. It's that flicked off from Maguire. No, it isn't. It looks like it came off Gakpo last. So it is a throw here for Manchester United. We're about to enter stoppage time. 5 minutes of stoppage time. And it's been a 5-goal thriller. Yeah, Old Trafford in the favour of Manchester United. Throw taken. Heavy touch from Fernandes. Falls to Szoboszlai. And now Gakpo looking to take it forward. Standing challenge from Shaw to win it back by the centre circle. Mainu, as it stands, he's the match winner. Ahmad being bundled down to the ground for Kerkez. Midway inside the Liverpool half. That will do for Manchester United. Free kicks the Red Devils. And they will just take their time with this. As Mainu walks away from the ball. So Dalot does the same thing. It will be Casemiro to take on this free kick. A reminder, 5 minutes of stoppage time, 45 seconds played. So Casemiro dinks it towards Xerxes, right side of the box. Flicks off a Granberg, and Fernandes makes a meal of that shot, just sliced up into the air. Easily caught for Woodman. Fernandes down inside the box at the moment. He thought he was caught on his heel taking that shot on. Liverpool have it with Jones. Fernandes still down here. The Liverpool course will play on. It's over halfway with Van Dijk. It's not a head injury for Fernandes, so not an urgent need, of course. Engamo wide left now. Plays it down line for Kerkez. Kerkez looks the cut back, takes deflection. And Grass low down from Senit Lament. Again, it was Kerkez ghosting behind it, Ahmed. Kerkez low ball, took a deflection off of Mainu. And Lament, unchallenged, got down to it pretty comfortably. Ball for Lament, too high for Dorgu. So here's Jones to take the throw. Szoboszlai just lays it back to Jones. In Steffer's right. Granberg now squared to Van Dijk. Van Dijk on halfway. Still Van Dijk now finds McAllister. 35 yards and goal. McAllister back in the centre circle to Granberg. Squared to Jones. 2 minutes of the 5 played of stoppage time. Manchester United 3, Liverpool 2. And one last twist in the tail maybe. Granberg. The point would still be enough for Manchester United to get Champions League football. Here's Jones, short and square for Granberg. Jones again. Jones now onto his right foot. Out to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz now facing up Shaw. Wirtz needs a bit of support. Has that in the shape of Szoboszlai. So midway into 5 minutes of stoppage time here at Old Trafford. Manchester United, everyone behind the ball. McAllister to Kerkez. Granberg asking for it. Granberg by the centre circle. Onto his right foot. Liverpool building on that inside left. Now Chiesa. Engamoa cuts in. Still Rio Engamoa. Engamoa fends off Casemiro. Engamoa now, that pass too far and behind. Szoboszlai for its fall to his feet, but Szoboszlai has space to get onto the ball in the middle. 2 minutes of stoppage time left at Old Trafford. Wirtz stopped in his tracks. Shaw makes the tackle. Falls to Gakpo. Drag back for Wirtz. Just behind the D. Now square. Chance for maybe Chiesa to get a ball in. Federico Chiesa on the byline. Gets the cross in too high for Van Dijk though. Xerxes holds on to it. Against Szoboszlai now. Xerxes to Dorgu. Now Dorgu, and he take it around Jones. Dorgu goes down now, gets back on his feet, but it's a foul from Dorgu in the referee's eyes on Curtis Jones. It's a free kick for Liverpool, just by the centre circle. Just under a minute and a half to go here. A stoppage time at Old Trafford. So getting a lovely 3 points secured Champions League football against Liverpool. But can Liverpool come away with something at the death? Dominic Szoboszlai, free kick, just under 40 yards from the target. Dead in the centre. Last minute of stoppage time. Szoboszlai dinks a free kick in, really poor. Easily headed away for Casemiro, headed back into the box on Kerkez. Now again, once more headed away from Manchester United from Shaw this time. Chiesa sees it out for a throw, holding off Dorgu. Throw onto the chest of Wirtz now. Fernandes clears away the throw for another throw in for Liverpool, but certainly the Manchester United fans love the passion there. Bruno Fernandes, Szoboszlai and Chiesa arguing with each other about the way that throw-in went. So it's another throw for Liverpool to take. Well, Lenny Oro will be allowed to come on first for Bruno Fernandes. Well, what a game he's had. Again, absolutely deserved of his nomination for Player of the Season. And he's ran the show in Chiesa. Just having a bit of back and forth there. Bruno Fernandes, Chiesa just accusing him of wasted time. And Bruno Fernandes taking in a round of applause. He just gets better and better. As the Manchester United skipper Lenny Yoro just on to make it 3 at the back. And then Carrick deployed that tactic in midweek as well to see out the game against Brentford. Actually, it's a throw to Manchester United, I beg your pardon. So it came off of Fernandes, managed to hit that off of a Liverpool player last. There's the throw from short. Trapped on the chest of Zirkzee. Now hit down to the centre circle. Aman. Can Manchester United put the cherry on top of the cake? Aman burst into box. A chance at Dallo. But failed to wrap it up there. And now is there one last chance for Liverpool to get it forward. Woodman with a short goal kick to McAllister. Now
oh my, what a game that was. My goodness. Kobe Minor's match winning moment. That was really good from Kobe. At 2-2, the match was on a knife edge. I swear to God. I was like, this game is going to end 2-2. Manchester United missed a lot of chances. And funny thing is this, United actually dominated first half. They played really good football. And then second half, after I think Sesko went off, he was substitute. And then Ahmad came on. He made a mistake. Liverpool scored. The goalkeeper made a mistake. Gakpo scored. So it was a crazy one. Liverpool dominated after like second half, and then they missed the rhythm. So I was surprised. The way one of my viewers said that the moment Ahmad came on, everything went down for Manchester United. Zirkzee was supposed to come in. Even I was like, why is he not playing with Zirkzee? He's a really good player. He knows how to hold the ball. He knows how to dribble. And he knows how to run. I don't know why he's not playing in Manchester. He's a really, really good player. I've been watching him since when he was in Bologna in Italy, Serie A. So I know Zirkzee really good. But that game was actually crazy one. So I'm just waiting for Aston Villa versus Tottenham. This is a must-win game for Tottenham because yesterday West Ham lost. So if they lose this today, I think it's down for Tottenham. Carl, what do you think? What's your prediction between Aston Villa and Tottenham? I'm looking at the rating over here. Who played really good? I believe man of the match is supposed to be Bruno Fernandes. He was really good in that game. Yeah, Manchester United. I said this before. Lamens is not a good goalkeeper. He is not the goalkeeper to replace Onana, or is not that goalkeeper that Manchester United truly want if they want to win trophies. That's my opinion. He's that kind of a player that he assumes a lot of stuff, So, Kobe, yeah. I believe Bruno Fernandes was man of the match. Solosbar had 8.2. Yeah, he was good. Isaac, actually, I thought Isaac was supposed to play this game, but he got a new injury again. So, I can say this. What's the name of that one? Yeah, Polymarket. I can say this. Newcastle knew what they were doing. They wanted Isaac to stay, but Isaac is an injured player most of the time, and when he gets injury, he really stays out for a long time. So spending a lot of money to that kind of a player is absolutely risk, and it's not a good one, you know. I'm trying to look at this prediction over here between Aston Villa, who is going to win. So the game is going to start within 41 minutes. Look at that. Aston Villa, they have 41% of winning the game. I mean, actually, sorry, 46. Spurs 30 and draw 27. And Simeone is not going to play this game. If Aston Villa... Let me look at the lineup of this game. The lineup. Oh, the lineup actually. Oh, okay. They haven't posted the confirmed lineup. But one thing I know, Simeone is not going to play in this game. And even is not going to play World Cup, by the way. So I'm looking at Kobe's minor goal, and it was absolutely really, really good goal. This player, I wanted him to come to Chelsea. I wanted Chelsea to sign Kobe, but man, I was mad when he signed it. I believe he hasn't signed a new contract, but the way it looks like, if Carrick is going to stay, then Kobe Mino is going to stay in Manchester. Anyways, I hope all of you are going to have a good day. Up next, Tottenham versus Aston Villa. Hopefully Aston Villa, actually, as much as if Aston Villa wins, you know what, just a draw is fine. Or you know what, even if I love Nuno Espirito, so I want Nuno to stay in Premier League. So hopefully he's going to stay. So Tottenham, I'm a Chelsea fan.